Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's a surprise. I kind of just made this decision the last minute to kind of go back and start doing reviews. Um, how long I'll continue doing them, I don't know. After probably shit like that I've seen today, it may not be very long, but who the hell knows? I can't guarantee this will be a long continuous thing. What the hell? My computer's freaking out. Um, I don't know what my computer just did, but whatever. I haven't really used it in a while. Um, I don't even use this for it very much anymore, other than I used to do reviews. Let me fix this goddamn camera. So I think it's only fitting that, well, I come back. I was like, what movie should I come back for? I should have came back for Superman, or I don't know, something earlier this year for like Sinners, or 28 years later, that's a lot of shit to talk about that and stuff like Superman and all this other shit, like Jurassic World. No, what am I coming back for? I'm coming back for the new remake. Will I know what you did last summer? Now, full bore. My thoughts on the other movies of the series. I know what you did last summer. I liked them. I like probably a lot of people my age grew up with I Know What You Did Last Summer, movies like that, and Scream. Ironically, I remember when I first saw the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. I remember thinking for some goddamn reason I was 9 when it came out. And I'm fucking now I'm 37. This came out. God, I've been really fucking old. I just thought about that for a second. God damn, that movie came out when I was 9. God damn. Anyways, yeah, I saw it and I remember kind of like, oh, is this like a sequel to Scream? But it has Jennifer Love Hewitt and like Sarah Michelle Gellar, which ironically the second Scream had fucking that came out a year later had Sarah Michelle Gellar. Um, but no, I was like, I watched it and I enjoyed it. I remember seeing it with my mom for some fucking reason that my mom agreed to go to see it with me. She don't like horror movies, but it was during a time where I couldn't go by myself. I was 9 years old. Even though you could have a parent sign off on a ticket. So yeah, I went and saw that, and I saw the sequel, and I kind of liked the sequel. As much as like their movies aren't perfect movies, let's be honest, but they have their charm, especially the cast and the characters in the original really help it. And I guess I even kind of like the sequel. I still know what you did last summer. Um, even how stupid that movie gets, especially the killer reveal. In hindsight, that's really fun. I don't know. I didn't watch the direct DVD sequel. I've heard about it. I've heard it has a fucking zombie fisherman attacking them, basically. That's all I've been told about that. It sounds stupid enough that I will not watch that shit. So, yeah, I was not exactly looking forward to this. This trailer's made this really just look like every generic requel that comes out every like for every legacy movie. And I was like, yeah, it's not really doing me much interest. Nowadays, what happens is that my movie when the weekend movies come out, I look at the list of the movies and I see first the movie that I think is like the biggest movie of the weekend or a movie that I have interest in. And it was honestly a toss up between two movies this weekend. It was this and Eddington. Eddington is the new Ari Aster movie, which I will be reviewing later this like next week. I will review it. I am looking forward to it. I should have fucking picked Eddington. In hindsight, I really should have. It's god damn it. It's awesome to come back to doing reviews, but it had to be this fucking movie. It had to be this goddamn piece of shit movie. I had to come back for. I hated this movie. I okay, full spot, full board. Let's talk about something. So about a week ago, I watched about a week and a half ago. I watched the Fear Street Prom Queen movie that everybody told me. Like I've been hearing for for about a few months now, and even seen lists uh, that called it that like one of the worst movies, and also one of the worst horror movies of the year. And that movie is flawed. Don't get me fucking wrong. But if people try to tell me that this is better than Fear Street Prom Queen, mind you, I also watched the Fear Street trilogy right before I watched all of them for the first time, where I watched Prom Queen, and I still didn't hate that movie as much as I hated this fucking movie. That movie had problems, but it's fucking 10 times better than this piece of shit. Like, God damn it, I hated this movie. There's one. I'll just get the one positive out of the way, and I'm just gonna go on a rant. The kills are good. That's about it. That's usually like even with bad horror movies, I could say that all the time. At least the kills were good. That's about it. Because the rest of this movie could fuck right off from the awful characters. Like so, basically, the movie starts out like pretty much the original, with every character, modern day character, being their like the counterpart to the original cast. You have the main girl, who's obviously supposed to be the new Jennifer Love Hewitt character. Her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, supposed to be Freddie Prinze Jr. And their friend who's about to get married, who's she's supposed to be the Sarah Michelle Gellar, and her husband, soon to be husband, supposed to be Brian Philippe. You get that just from the get go. Except for this time, they add like a weird girl that they don't talk to anymore. They're joining them when they go out to watch some fireworks in the middle of the road, which I think is the original road from the original movie, where the Ryan Philippe, not Ryan Philippe character, decides to stand out in the middle of the road and causes a guy to crash into the guardrail and go off a cliff. That's what happens, and then they decide, like the original, in the original, just not to tell anybody, yada yada yada. The guy, is Ryan Phillippe's character, is basically just um his dad's very rich, pretty much owns the town, so he pretty much can get away with it. And that's how I was like, okay, fine. So they're establishing all these characters as the counterparts to the original, but they're way fucking worse. Like the main girl's generic, boring, likes to apparently be choked at one point, and is also a lesbian. And she has a sex scene with like literally it cut the one like after the accident to 1 year later, and you see the main girl. She's having sex with a girl in the fucking bathroom. Okay, apparently she's bi or lesbian now. Okay, when the fuck did this become? Why is this a fucking thing? It never gets brought up again. Well, I mean, and then I'll get to that character in a second. And she's picked up by her ex boyfriend or whatever, and they're going to her friend's bridal shower, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So you're telling me like they were engaged in the like a year ago, and they still haven't got married, while she's now being married to somebody else or whatever, fucking whatever. And okay, like the main girl is just generic, bland, nothing, just whatever. But then like you have the two worst characters in this movie are the Danica girl, who unfortunately is in a lot of this fucking movie and pretty much is one of the main characters, along with the not Jennifer Love Hewitt. She is so fucking annoying. I hated this character so goddamn much. And it makes me even madder that she is like one of the main characters. At least, like, I it was for a while. It was her and the character that you're introduced, the vlogger, who is a true crime podcast girl. The girl that was having sex with not Jennifer Love Hewitt at the beginning of the movie. She is a vlogger or a does a podcast about true crimes because, of course, because this movie is going to try to be like Scream or the recent Halloween remake, and she's going to do a podcast on the original murders of 1997. I mean, yeah, again, I'm like, okay, whatever. Because it's one of those characters, but that character's so fucking bad. Like, but it is like, I mean, that character is so fucking like her and Danica were like trying to compete for like who was the worst character in the goddamn movie. Danica takes it because this character, the podcast character, doesn't last long. Thank God. Literally, fucking. That's all you need to know. This character sees it's about to be murdered. The person has a hook and about ready to murder. It's like, I'm a big fan. Who the fuck says that? Like, and then, oh god, the Danica girl. I think the point where my brain about like fucking snapped with the Danica girl was when her new husband. Spoiler alert! This really isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer. Is the one that gets murdered in the trailer where she's going to take a bath or whatever and get soothing. Her response to fucking finding out her husband, her future, her fiance has been murdered is, does this mean I'm a widow? And her friend, Jennifer fucking Love Hewitt, not Jennifer Love Hewitt, says, oh, you're one hot widow. That is a line of fucking dialogue in this movie. At that point, my brain just snapped. I went, what? I had to try not to yell as there's people in the theater. My brain, I just threw up my hands. It's like, fucking what? And like this character gets worse and worse as the movie goes along. And I'm like, why is this a fucking character in this movie? Fuck this. And like, God. And then like, luckily, like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt pop up. And they're definitely 10 times make you go, oh my god, I missed the original cast. If this movie would have been just the original cast, I would have been fine. This, god damn it, like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., blow these fuckers out of the water easily. And charisma, characters, they are just great characters. I mean, they're not, for the most part, you're like, okay, what's the point of these characters? Really is none. Like, at least with, like, Sidney Prescott and all the other characters in, like, the recent Scream, the movies, they had a point, for the most part. There's really no point for most of it that these characters are in it. Other than, like, that Freddie Prinze Jr. he does get a laugh out of me a couple times. I forget what the fuck, one of the lines he says, somebody, I swear to God, at first I was wondering if they were gonna pretend that the second one ever did not exist, but trust me, they do acknowledge that movie to the point that there's a line in the movie. I don't know why one of the fucking characters, the not Brian Philippe character says, "Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we go to just get out of here and go to the Bahamas and hide out?" And Prince Pearson, for reasons I can't tell you, I just think this is literally how he says it. For reasons I can't tell you, that would be a horrible idea. That got a laugh out of me. I was like, even though that's supposed to be, I'm like acknowledging, but it's like it got somewhat a little laugh out of me. And again, this movie, I'm just like, my point, my viewpoint for this movie, I'm going to start getting the spoilers. I'm going to tell you right now, kind of getting the spoilers. For the most of this movie, I was not loving it. Again, like I said, I was dealing with a fucking annoying Danica character. You had all these rest of generic, boring characters that had no fucking personalities whatsoever. And I was like, okay, this movie's bad, but I've seen worse. Whatever. And then like towards the end, you get the killer reveal that is kind of underwhelming and starts to make no sense if you sit and think about it for 2 seconds. And you're like, really? This is the person? This is the killer? Like, but how does that make sense? But they do try. I give them credit. They try to kind of make it make sense as to why they're doing it, and why. But still, it's like kind of seems a little bit of a stretch. But whatever. You're like, fine. After that happens, you're like, fine. This movie is fine. If it would have just left it at that, I would have been like, it's not great, but this is a C minus. But fucking then, the movie kept going. Maybe another 10, 20, 15, maybe 15 fucking minutes. And there's a second reveal. A second reveal that alone, I'm not making this up. And this is going to get into spoilers. Again, this is getting into the spoilers. I'm not going to say who the killer was. I'll let you figure it out on your own. And then if you want to watch this, go. But I'm just telling you at your own risk, don't fucking see this shit. There's a second reveal of a second killer. And that alone pissed me off so fucking much. I'll say this right now. Spoiler alert. It's one of the it's a it's an original cast member is revealed as one of the killers in this fucking movie. I am not fucking joking. I'm not joking whatsoever. Fucking ever. It'd be like it's about as close to like if Sidney Prescott was the killer in the new Scream movies. It would make about as much fucking sense as this did. I'm not making that up. It is that bad. It is fucking that bad. Like, imagine like if for some reason Sidney Prescott ended up being a fucking serial killer in one of the new Scream movies. I mean, I guess they got a seventh one coming out. I guess that's still a possibility. I highly doubt that. Whoever fucking made this, it fucking pisses me off because I'm like, okay, because when it's revealed, I'm like, okay. I was trying to calm myself. I'm like, they got to give us some kind of explanation as to why this complete right turn for this character happens. Like, where the fuck did this come from? And like, there's no everything that has been ever established with this character from the previous movies, and even in this movie, is completely out of left field. It makes no fucking sense. It's like, okay, maybe the movie will explain it. They don't! They try to explain it, but it makes zero fucking logical sense. Why the fuck this person would do what they're doing? And it fucking bastardizes this character so beyond belief that I'm like, I don't ever want to hear about fucking Star Wars sequels bastardizing legacy characters like they did and supposedly did in those movies. And that have those same people that watch those movies try and tell me the same thing. Like this isn't fucking worse. I mean, like, if fucking Luke Skywalker became a fucking Sith Lord. Like, it didn't happen. Like, what he did, I like what he did, they did in the fucking Last Jedi, but, like, fuck you. Like, okay, Prom Queen, go back to Fear Street Prom Queen. That movie the problem with that movie was that the characters were so underdeveloped. This movie tried to develop characters, and they were fucking terrible. And then when you got a very established character that a lot of people like, including me, you fucking bastardize them. I I was so fucking pissed off. I have never been pissed off by a reveal in a movie in a long time. Like, and then I don't know why the fuck they did it, but the only reason I can think they did is for the stupid ass last line the main girl fucking had in this movie that felt like another horrible remake that like slasher movie that I saw like from fucking 5 years ago. That 2019 Black Christmas remake. It felt like it shoehorned a feminist fucking propaganda bullshit into this movie for no goddamn reason. That's the only reason I think they fucking did it. It's fucking shoehorned and it's fucking bullshit. This is even worse, maybe, than the first Black Christmas remake. Although the Black Christmas remake was just a fucking feminist propaganda bullshit movie. It was like, I hate that movie so much. But this, what they fucking did at the end of this movie was to a certain character. Was so, I might have just spoiled it, who the killer was for everybody, what I just said, but fuck it, I don't care. Don't see this shit. And do you think that Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh yeah, by the way, you don't even think that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are only cameos from original cast members? Nope, there aren't. There's one from the original first one cameo that made me go, huh. It also made me go, well, I because it's a scene where they're interacting with one of the or my favorite, least favorite character, Danica, and made me realize, fuck, I hate this character. This made this this person being with Danica character makes me realize how much more better the original was with its cast than this fucking piece of shit. And then oh yeah, there's a mid credit scene. There's a fucking mid credit scene, and made me go throw up my hands, and they sequel bait us. I swear to God, this movie had the balls to sequel bait us. I don't know why. It's sequel baited us with another cameo, which made me mark out a little bit. And then I realized, oh fuck, it's smart. This person's in this fucking movie. God damn it. God, I hated this movie so much. Well, I hope you guys are glad I'm back. Because now I'm going to see shit like this tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm seeing the Smurfs. I might be seeing it with a friend and her kids. So I have to. God damn it, man. Like, at least, like, I got Eddington later this week. I got to watch. And then next week's Fantastic Four, which also comes out Bambi the Reckoning. Bambi the Reckoning just sounds stupid. I bet you that'll be better than this piece of shit. Yeah. As far as grades, I know what you did last summer, a big fat D. I'm not gonna give it an F because like I give Fs to like the worst fucking pieces of shit I've ever seen. Like the only couple movies I think this year I've given an F. Like you have to save that for the absolute dirt worst movies, inexcusable movies. There's some at least couple redeeming qualities, but very little. This movie is don't fucking see it. If you especially if you like the original, it doesn't piss you off like you've hit this one piss. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one. Maybe there are people that love this. I want to hear somebody defend this. Love of God. Especially that reveal at the end. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow with probably the Smurfs. God help me. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.